everyone in my family knows I cannot sing and I'm not an actress. So I could have written a poem, but that didn't seem spectacular enough for me. So I decided to break the rules and to give you this evening, let's say, a little bit scientific approach to this wedding. I'm the sister of Thomas and I'm a master in astrology, so that's my business. When I got the phone call of my brother that they planned a marriage, I was of course very excited and immediately had a look into the stars. Thomas asked me to calculate the right day for the wedding, but basically I think that Marty convinced him, because unfortunately my brother doesn't believe too much in astrology. But Marty, with her esoteric touch and her ascendant in Scorpio, who wants to go into deep of everything and know everything perfectly, she insisted to make this approach. A lot of people think that astrologers are crazy, but look at me. I have no black cat sitting on my shoulder and I don't have a glass bowl at home where I'm looking into it and asking if Marty and Thomas will be happy for the rest of their life. Of course, I cannot tell you this, but what I can assure you is that they have the best basics and very positive outgoing conditions to succeed. First of all, I want to give you a short explanation of how I proceeded, that you can get the impression that there is no magic behind. Also, it is not just a mouse click to get the perfect date. It is an analytical and structured work. When you look for a perfect date of an event, no matter if a wedding or buying a house, moving to another city, changing your working place, going to hospital for an operation, or building up your proper enterprise, you have to make a so-called election horoscope. Don't worry, I won't go too much into astrology know-how, I just want to point out the most important factors. Now, in case of a wedding, if two people are concerned, it is even more complicated. Because, first of all, you have to examine the two single horoscopes, then you have to examine the combined partnership horoscope, then you have to find favorite time periods for both single persons and for the partnership, then you must find the perfect day, and we are still not at the end. If you found finally the perfect day, then you must continue by searching for the right moment during the day. Because, for instance, yesterday only 10 o'clock and 15 o'clock would have been good. The rest, no. The most important is to succeed in repeating the positive aspects of their horoscope on the date of the wedding, and to find aspects that represent the theme of a wedding. You must find a good position for the moon and the right couple of signs for the X of the relationship. I decided to give them the couple of Libra and Aries because their corresponding planets represent the erotic component of the partnership. And it seemed appropriate to me. Of course, someone can also take a couple of Cancer and Capricorn, but this would rather have the touch of a child-parent relationship, which is more adequate for a couple with a big difference of age. Another good couple would be Sagittarius with Gemini. This would have the touch of a student-teacher relationship. But what I wanted for them was love and passion, so Venus and Mars made the race. Now I want to point out the most important and decisive factors of the Combin, the partnership horoscope, which you can see here in the inner circle. It shows what kind of couple they are, what they are looking for, and how they present themselves in the public. The Combin is a common path of two people. The rule of the Combin says that the ascendant, which is this point here, represents the elder part of the couple. This means Thomas. The partner point opposite here, the ascendant, represents the younger part. This means Martin. The ascendant, the lion is dominated by the sun that is placed in the 11th house in the sign of Gemini. This means that Thomas wants to communicate a lot. He is open-minded, interested, curious to learn things, and needs the intellectual exchange of ideas with others. The descendant Aquarius is dominated by the planet Uranus that is standing together with Pluto, but this is a generation aspect because both planets are moving very slowly in the 3rd house in the sign of Virgo. This means that also Marty is a strong communicator and perfectly knows how to present herself. It is also funny that her planet Uranus is standing in the sign of Virgo, which is Thomas' native sign. Both planets, the Sun and Uranus, are dominated by planet Mercury, who is responsible for communication again. So we already had 3 times the focus on communication. Mercury itself is standing in the 12th house in the sign of Cancer. This means this couple is sharing a lot of intimacy, privacy, and also some secrets. As you know, their relationship has been a secret for a long time. Now they have to look for another secret.
Now we have
their roots. This is confirmed by planet Mars, the planet of action and activity, which is standing in the 4th house in the sign of Libra. The 4th house is the place of their family. They will invest a lot of energy in their family situation and try to harmonize their proper feelings in this context. Gemini and Virgo are so-called variable signs. This means that there will be a lot of movements and changes, new interests, new studies, new friends within their common life. That may also provoke some tensions in case they exaggerate. The ascendant Lion shows the topic of the partnership and how they present themselves in the public. According to the characteristics of Lion, this means that they present themselves open-minded, friendly, humorous, optimistic, self-confident, always surrounded by a factor of glamour and show. This is not a couple hiding behind the corner of their house. This is a couple that wants to see and wants to be seen. They don't just come around the corner, they appear. I mean, have you seen yesterday the appearance in the Hall of Ceremony? This was like a Hollywood movie. They have a dynamic approach full of energy and joy. Lion is a sign of fire. They are a power couple. Now we come to the cosmic highlight of this horoscope, which is the best look you can ever have in a partnership. Look at this, directly on top of the ascendant are sitting the 3 so-called beneficial planets, Venus, Jupiter and Moon. Venus standing for love and relations and also for money, by the way, together with the ascendant.
That is it, by the way.
Means that they are also a friendly, smart, harmonic and good-looking couple that is accepted with pleasure by the public. On top of that, we find Jupiter, which is a planet that is making everything bigger and larger. Jupiter is representing all positive things that you can imagine, like growth, prosperity, wealth, expansion, religion, philosophy, and confidence. It is a so-called blessing coming from heaven, a sign that their relationship has been concluded in heaven. The Moon, standing for the need to get accepted and protected together with Venus, shows that their emotions correspond well with their sexual attraction and appreciation they feel one for each other. Maybe they also have the tendency to express their feelings a little bit dramatically, according to the dominance of the sign Lion. The Moon is also representing the woman in a partnership, so the Moon is Marke. The Moon is standing in the 1st house of Thomas. It is funny because actually Thomas is living in the house of Marke, and in the house Marke is standing in the house of Thomas. This underlines the importance she has for him. When I've seen this, it was clear for me that this couple could not have met without falling in love. The script was already written in the universe. Now we'll have a look at the second important indicator, which is the MC, this point here. This is the point where the Sun is reaching its highest position during the day, and it represents the common target of the partnership. The MC is located in the sign of Aries, again a sign of fire. Again, a sign of fire full of energy and dynamism, which shows us that they must initiate something together. They must take action and start something together. The only critical point, and this is now for Thomas, because he's always complaining that I only tell positive things. Now I tell something you can work on. Saturn is standing on the MC, so this may turn out to show some obstacles. If I were you, in order to avoid any inconveniences, I would think about working together. Because Saturn is also the working planet, which is dominating the 6th house, and this is their working environment. You could think of developing something new together because you have the necessary endurance and ambition. Relationship means also development and work, and if you do not have any difficult aspect at all, you're not willing to proceed, to improve, to make things better, you're just getting lazy, and then you do not continue to be interesting for each other. Some tensions are necessary. They are the salt in the soup, the challenges that make you grow. But Saturn makes also a positive aspect, this blue line here to Jupiter, which means that you are able to overcome the difficulties because you have the power of patience and you feel a lot of responsibility one for each other. Now I show you some important factors why this wedding was indicated to take place yesterday. In the outer circle you can see the position of the planets on the wedding date that we must put in relation to these planets of the partnership. the Sun has reached the exact position of Venus. Look at this, almost on the same degree, 5 degree 43 minutes. Isn't that amazing? Of course, if you marry, planet Venus has to do anything, must be activated, otherwise no marriage is indicated. Then Jupiter, the benefactor, has reached the position of the Moon. So both planets for love and feelings are triggered. Venus in the outer circle gives a positive aspect to the MC. This green line here, this is a common target, so the target is to get married. Saturn in the outer circle has reached the MC and activates this positive aspect onto the Trump constellation on the ascendant. And furthermore, the Moon has reached the lunar node, which is this sign here. This means that there are changes in your personal life. The situation is a completely new one. Now I've come to the end of my presentation. I hope that you enjoyed this little excursion into the world of the universe. Dear Marty and Thomas, taking into account all these factors, I wish you a wonderful, long-lasting relationship full of love, passion, joy, happiness, and health, and also the confidence that if, however, in some 10, 20 years there may be some conflicts, that you will overcome them and stick to your decision made today. Because if bad boy Saturn will come around someday, you can tell him, what the hell are you doing here? You can show him the red card and say, keep off. You cannot cause us any serious problems, because look what we have here. We have Venus conjunction Jupiter, which is the best constellation someone can have in a partnership. And this you don't have because I calculated it. This you have because this is a combination of your two single horoscopes. This is a sign of heaven. This is destiny. All the best for you. I want to close my speech with a proverb of Benjamin Franklin, which says, before you marry, keep